So if you're an Amazon seller, it's likely that you've heard of the new inventory restrictions. Amazon has set a limit on the amount of inventory that you can send into their fulfillment centers at a given time, and this has caused a lot of stress for a lot of new sellers, especially if you're selling thousands of units a month and Amazon's only letting you send in 200 units at a given time. You can imagine how stressful that'll be. You'll definitely run out, and you'll definitely not have that continuous flow of sales. In this video, I do want to cover some solutions to that exact problem to hopefully help you guys out and continuously have those sales throughout this time of inventory restrictions. Let's go. So this new rule that has been set in place is primarily affecting new sellers. Why? Because Amazon is kind of taking into account the 3-month sales history for certain ASINs. So if you have a completely new ASIN, it's likely that they're going to limit your inventory or the amount of inventory that you can send in to about 200 units. Now, if you do have more than 3 months or more than 2 months of sales history, Amazon is allowing you to forecast that a little better. They are increasing your cap, and say you have sold about 10,000 units in the last 2 to 3 months. They will give you that availability or that space to send in to the fulfillment center. So they're not completely taking that away from sellers that have been selling for a while. But if you're launching a new ASIN and this is affecting a lot of new sellers and a lot of new ASINs that are being listed, chances are you're only going to be able to send 200 units in at a given time. But hopefully in the rest of this video, I do cover some solutions that may be able to help you continuously sell or help you with that continuity. But if you guys are new to this channel, welcome and welcome to the Prestige family. My name is Andy. I've been selling on the Amazon platform as a private label seller for a few years now. I'm currently a 7-figure seller, and I release videos twice a week for the Prestige fam. So if you guys are new to the channel and you're interested in anything Amazon FBA, definitely consider subscribing, because I'm pretty sure you're going to find this content useful. I don't think there is anything that I have not covered, so hopefully you find this content useful. That is my primary goal and my goal for the channel. If you guys are interested in a free 30-minute coaching call, definitely stay till the end of this video and I'll let you know how you can be entered into winning that. But if you're interested in joining a group with very like-minded people, or if you're interested in an Instagram page where I release daily content for Amazon FBA, definitely check out the direct links below. I have an active Facebook group that you can join and ask all questions, and just pretty much join a community that has a bunch of Amazon FBA sellers. So I think that's personally very beneficial, and the information on my Instagram is very beneficial as well. Down below you'll also find discount codes and cheat sheets that'll help you with your journey. So don't hesitate to check that out after this video or right now, up to you guys. So if you're like most, and to be honest, me as well, I have a couple new ASINs that are coming up and I was trying to send inventory in, but now that there are restrictions, I kind of have to think outside the box. And if you're like me and you're shipping from overseas, shipping can take months. And if you're only shipping 200 units in and you plan to sell those 200 units very quickly, it's very detrimental, especially if you're just launching. That's going to pretty much ruin the launch because you're going to sell out almost immediately, depending on the product. But you don't want to wait that month to ship from overseas. So there needs to be other solutions for you to be able to kind of go through this. And this was just me kind of figuring out what I could be able to do, and hopefully what I would be able to do. And hopefully these suggestions will help you guys as well. But one of the first suggestions that I do want to mention is that if you're working with a shipping forwarder, I was able to contact my personal shipping forwarder, and if you guys need a recommendation or if you guys need shipping forwarder referrals, I can definitely do that for you guys as well. Just drop your contacts down below in the comments. Basically, I had asked my shipping forwarder if they would be able to hold my inventory at the US location. So instead of having the product shipped, 200 units at a time from China, I would be able to have my inventory stored in the US. And whenever I need inventory, they can just ship it from the port in the USA. So it's a lot more efficient, save you guys so much more time. This does cost money. My shipping forwarder or my shipping agent was charging me about I think it was $30 to $40 per month, outside of a couple dollars of fees per pallet. So depending on how many cartons or how many units you can fit on a pallet, that's how much they'll charge you. And they do charge you small processing fees if you ever want to ship it out to Amazon, or when you want to ship it out to Amazon. But again, with this method, you're saving on time for shipping from China, which is extremely important, probably one of the more important factors in this problem, as well as the cost. You'll also be saving on shipping costs from China. And it's primarily time. Like you guys want to be able to ship that out as quickly as possible and get it back into Amazon fulfillment centers as quickly as possible. So especially if you have a small shipment, this is a price that is a very small price to pay, in my personal opinion. Another option for kind of getting around this issue is sending all of the inventory to your house. Now, I know some people are dealing with larger volumes or larger products, and this may not be possible, especially if you live in an apartment or a small house. Even in a big house, it doesn't seem that very reasonable, but if you have the option to have some of the cartons and some of the boxes stored at your place, I think this is a very good option, so that at least all the products, well, for me, I'm living in the USA. If you're selling internationally, this may not be a good option. If you're selling in the USA and you live in the USA, this is an option for you, just to have all the units stored at your place. And then whenever you need more inventory, at least you can send it from your house to the actual fulfillment center. So you're not running out of inventory. You're kind of cutting that shipping time, you know, almost by 75%, because you're not sending it from China, maybe even more than 75%. But again, if you don't have a storage space at your house, or if you don't have space at your house, you can definitely use a storage unit. And I was looking into this as well, and depending on where you live, in my area, in the Bay Area, it's a little more expensive. You know, a sizable storage unit that would have fit enough inventory could have been about $100 a month. So this is more expensive. I think it's more expensive than the actual shipping Florida storage fees, but they do charge per pallet, and the storage unit charges per unit depending on the size of the unit. But again, this saves you on shipping time. It helps you with forecasting your inventory, and you're not waiting, you know, months and months for the shipping, and you're able to kind of just send in inventory as needed. Another option for you guys to send inventory to is a 3PL, or third-party logistics. These services are, you know, some of these companies are like Deliver, or there's another one, there's a bunch of them out there. Basically, you can send your inventory to Deliver, and it's basically the same FBA, very similar to the same service that FBA provides, but instead of having the inventory sold from a third-party service, you can actually just have the inventory stored there if you guys would like. But they do offer the same service as FBA, where they can pick and pack pick and pack and ship your products to your customer as well. It's just an integration between Amazon and, for example, Deliver. So very hands-free as well. They do charge a little more, to my knowledge. But that's just another option for you guys. Again, you can also have the inventory stored there, and then eventually move to the Amazon fulfillment centers if you want to do that as well. Now, there are certain hacks out there, you know, around creating multiple shipments to kind of get all the inventory in at the same time. This is, I mean, it's not officially against Amazon's terms, but going behind Amazon's back to do something like this is always something that I try not to do, just because of the potential risk to the account or to the ASIN. In my personal opinion, it's really not worth it. But if you guys want to take that risk, you guys are, you know, it's your business. It's not my business. It's something that you guys can test out. I personally know a few people that have tested this out. I don't know yet if they've had any success, so I can't report that to you guys. But there are loopholes out there. Just proceed at your own risk, and you could probably just Google it or something like that. But they do allow you to create the shipments and shipment labels. So proceed as you please. But hopefully this video helped you guys out. Again, those 3 options are definitely super viable and help you get your inventory at least into the States and cut out that shipping time and hopefully some added costs as well. Again, we're playing on Amazon's field, so we have to play by Amazon's rules, unfortunately, and we just have to, as a business and as an Amazon FBA business that relies on Amazon, just kind of have to adapt to the changes. So If you guys found this video helpful, I always appreciate it with the like. Definitely helps out the YouTube algorithm and helps me out and grow this channel to more people that may find this information helpful. If you guys did, also subscribe to the channel because that also helps out a lot and lets me know that you guys are finding this content useful as well. If you guys are interested in that free 30-minute coaching call, definitely like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below #prestige Amazon FBA, as well as any comments you may have down there as well, or questions. And then check out all the direct links to a cheat sheet, Facebook group, Instagram, a bunch of discount codes. But hopefully I'll catch you guys at the next video. Peace.